Hello everybody, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the weekend check-in. We're going to talk about the energies coming in. We have a transit today, we have a transit on Saturday, and then we have the new moon in Libra on Sunday. And so I think get ready to contend with this inability to relax. It's very anxious energy. It's very nervous energy. We do have the Sun conjunct Mercury today. And so I feel this is usually a really good beneficial transit influence, but communication, I feel, is coming up to be addressed. And a lot of scattered, fragmented thinking, I feel, is taking precedence over everything else right now. And so it's like sifting through the rubble, trying to find a solution to a problem that's been preventing us from moving forward and achieving our goals. And so the energy, I feel, is feeling very difficult, very opinionated. And it's this energy of feeling like people are disregarding what it is that you might have to say. And so I feel this really is a weekend of taking care of things that have been put off far longer than they should have been in order for us to further achieve our goals. And so on Saturday, we also have Venus opposing Neptune. And so whenever the planet of illusion and confusion comes into play, it's going to create a struggle, right? So I feel this struggle energy when it comes to getting what it is that you want most out of life, whether this is romance, harmony, glamour, luxury. And so I feel overcoming major disappointment and disillusionment when it comes to love and money. And so this is like a breakdown of illusionary foundations, illusionary karmic contracts, and it's going to create some major problems, especially with self-worth and self-image. And so get ready to face your fears of not being worthy enough to have an affectionate partner. Many of us are leaving behind people who do not love us for who we are. We're cutting those cords, and we're being asked to stop self-sacrificing. Where have you made significant sacrifices to keep somebody attached to you, even though you end up feeling unhappy or even quite possibly feeling like you've been used? So we can't keep fantasizing and over idealizing people just because we don't want to be alone, because that's going to leave us feeling absolutely gutted when these people don't reciprocate and they do not meet our expectations. And so major relationship problems, major financial upheaval is what I'm feeling. And get ready to be very much aware, because if you're not aware and grounded, this energy can be susceptible to falling victim to predators who consciously seek to take advantage of others, especially those who are caring and have an accepting nature. And so very confusing, deceptive influences, I feel, coming forward this weekend. And so people can confuse niceness with weakness. And so, and also people can appear to be more loving and generous than they actually are, just to kind of hook you. So we're not going to want to over idealize people, or we're going to be gullible and fall prey to deception, which is going to lead to, public embarrassment and some major disappointments in love, along with huge financial losses. And that's going to further harm our self-esteem. And so I feel we do need to be aware of potential dangers when it comes to any incoming offers, any schemers. You're going to want to probably stay off of the dating sites at the moment, because that, I feel, creates more problems than it brings happiness. And so this really is not the time to be a martyr, especially as we're preparing for this new moon in Libra. It is a relationship axis. And this is where we can start a good cycle and commit to our own personal goals, right? The sign of the scales. Libra is the sign of the scales, the sign of justice, the sign of balance. And so this is where we can have that chance to build something solid without compromising our principles or our needs, or without resorting to appeasing everybody's demands around us. And so this is a time this weekend where I feel we're being asked to rebalance our needs. Do not appease. Recognize the partners in your life that really are not teammates and that, you know, recognize the people that are disguised as friends that are really enemies working behind your back. And so this potent Libra energy is coming in this weekend, guys, giving us the chance to implement these very important changes in our lives. And so Libra energy is coming in, teaching us to make peace with the past, to make peace with what we have established in our physical environments, and to re-establish a sense of order and balance in our lives. But in order to do that, we have to recognize the value of self, the value of true equality within partnerships. And so this is really a good time to work on these skills, because Libra is all about trying to find peace and harmony, right? And so there is a fine balancing act, I feel, going on collectively, and it's going to require self-commitment and self-effort. And so this new, fresh, creative energy is entering into our lives. But if we're not balanced in our relationship with ourselves, it's going to be very hard to enter into a new cycle with somebody else in a close personal relationship with that balanced energy. And so we don't just want to, you know, fall to our urges either. And so renegotiations, especially with Mercury in retrograde, we also have this moon aspecting Mercury, forming a conjunction to Mercury and a conjunction to Venus, as well as an opposition to Jupiter and Neptune, and it's trining Pluto. So this is an excellent time to facilitate some communication, but we're going to watch out for exaggerated emotional expressions. We're not going to want to play into excess, but I feel this deep desire to assert our needs, even if it means offending others around us. So I kind of feel like we as a collective, we need this fresh start. We need this fresh start. We need to be able to find our strength and our tenacity to achieve our goals. With Mars and Saturn trining it up with this new moon, we're not going to be able to feel like we've got our feet on solid ground, although it's going to bring all of this good vibrations. It's got potential for lack of self-control and a lot of unwanted attention. And so I feel very intense, profound implications are going to be taking place in many of our lives. And these implications are going to help us understand better and to prepare for what lies ahead collectively. So I feel this really is the time to open up and share your true feelings with others as well. And get ready for misunderstandings between you and someone else that might lead to all kinds of manners of confusing feelings and create more problems in your life if you're not grounded. And so I feel this is going to be a very challenging new moon when it comes to our level of self-awareness and self-analysis that we kind of have to deal with. And with the Pluto aspects in, Pluto deals with death, cyclical transitions, and rebirth to a certain degree. And so if you've been feeling emotionally unfulfilled in a relationship, you're going to find that drive to fulfill your core needs more this weekend. So let's jump in with some cards, guys. Keep in mind, this reading is not sign specific, although I will call out any zodiac signs throughout the tarot reading that I do feel me mentioning. And I was asked to grab the Divine Energy Oracle deck today to pull into for some Oracle messages. So, wow. Choose your friends wisely. Forgive and forget. So we are reevaluating the people that we are connected with closely. Choose your friends wisely. I just cut the deck and my guides are like, grab that book. We're going to read into these energies. I'm sure you can hear my little peanut Savannah in the background. She woke up with a cold this morning, and so she's home from school with me today. So don't mind the little distractions in the background. We're going to read into Choose Your Friends Wisely. And we will also read into Forgive and Forget. And then we're going to actually shuffle the deck and pull some cards, because this is some very powerful messages coming through. Let's do Forgive and Forget first. It's on page 27. Breaking down to a 9. Closing out of a cycle, right? Rounding completion of a cyclical pattern. Forgive and forget. So this is really what's been coming up for me the last couple of days too. So this, I know, is collective energy. Where are you still feeling wounded from betrayals in the recent or the distant past? Where have you been walled up from others when it comes to creating a deep and intimate level? Where do you need to, release that wall of self-protection? This was me earlier today. I am completely insistent on being independent and never ever letting a man in my life again. And so that's not really balance, right? Get ready for change. Get ready to change or be changed, because right now all of these cosmic energies are shifting in such a way that we have to connect with ourselves more intimately before we can move forward in our lives. And so in order to do that, I feel these energies are presenting us with all kinds of struggles to the point where it's time to knock down all of these barriers, because we don't change when things are easy. We change in the midst of chaos and conflict. And so there's a barrier, a wall that needs to come down. And I feel the energy this weekend is calling us all to find enough self-esteem and enough self-love within us to forgive and forget. How can you forgive and forget everything that's been done to you in the past when it comes to hurts, when it comes to people not loving you the way that you deserve to be loved? I know how hard it is to go into that energy. And so no matter how painful our past experiences have been, we need to release that injury that somebody didn't cherish us the way that we gave them love. And it's not that maybe they didn't love us or they failed to love us or want us or need us. We all make mistakes. We're human, right? Humans make mistakes. And so the divine energy within us is saying, forgive them. We can't keep harboring bitterness and resentment, because then we will never, ever move on from the past. I just want to say this. You survived. We all survive. We all learn how to move on and love ourselves fully from the struggles in our lives. You survived, and you will keep surviving. You will not only keep surviving, you will begin to thrive when you acknowledge all of the lovable aspects of yourself and accept the truth of this situation. An ending is merely a new beginning. Let's read into Choose Your Friends Wisely, if I can find it. I didn't find it very easily the last time I was looking in the index. Choose your friends wisely. I still can't find it, guys. I apologize for the delay. 68. 68. So that would break down to 14, right? Breaking free from a social group that's really not on your side. I feel frenemies here. Frenemies here that are needing to kind of be cut out of somebody's life. So do you feel surrounded by people who really don't understand you? I think that's a good question to ask yourself. Does it seem like you are the odd fish out of the water? Might be dealing with Pisces. Do you wonder where all of your kindred souls are? Are they even out there to be found? And so I just want to say, you are not the ugly duckling. Somebody needs to hear that. You are not the ugly duckling. There is never anything wrong with you. Sometimes it's just a matter of the people that you are connected with. They just don't meet your vibration. And as our soul grows, our spirit begins to accept our authentic individuality, and our personal vibration begins to rise and change. And then we can break these chains and we can break these bonds with people who we no longer resonate with. And so I feel a major cord cutting, a huge weekend of growth and change, but we have to release these stressful relationships first, right? If we want to come into alignment, we have to love and accept ourselves and to release anything that's not in alignment with our soul's path. So I think we're being called this weekend to peacefully release any attachments to those that have hurt us, to those we no longer resonate with, to those that need to exit our life, and to do this freely without guilt. You're allowed to choose what's best for you, and you don't have to feel guilty about anybody else feeling bad for you doing what's best for you. And so keep your heart and your mind open this weekend, because we're calling in these new uplifting friends, these new uplifting soulful connections. But we have to break away from people that we don't resonate with. We have to learn from people that don't like us, right? People that don't like us don't want to see us grow. They don't want to see us expand. They want to keep forcing us to try and make something work when it's not going to work. And so now is the time, I feel, to really shine a light on this awareness, and whatever's mirroring your fear, it's time to break free and to commit to growth and expansion. And so get ready to be honest about the people that you're connected with. Get ready to be honest about who the heck is surrounding you and the influences that they bring into your life, because somebody needs to step away from some friends that do not make wise decisions. And I think we're all being asked to stop following the crowd. So let's see what else needs to come through, guys. Choose your friends wisely. Forgive and forget. I was going to say we're going to get 3 cards, and look at that. They all flipped out. They all flipped out right away. Okay, so once you make those cuts, it's time to really authentically step into living life to the fullest. We're here to focus on success. We're here to look forward, and that might require making some necessary sacrifices, and it might require asking for forgiveness with sincerity and really addressing your addictions when it comes to correcting some past mistakes. So course correction, anything imbalance is coming up to be reevaluated, rebalanced, a huge karmic rebalancing. The scales of justice are coming in and saying it is time to address these unhealthy, addictive relationship patterns. It's time to course correct. It's time to ask for forgiveness for your past mistakes so you can look forward. So let's jump in with some tarot, guys, and see what else needs to come through. Yeah, somebody's at the crossroads and somebody needs to drop their defenses. What do you need to stand up for? Stand up for yourself. Stand up for your beliefs. Have confidence in yourself. Get ready to challenge those in power. Choose your battles wisely, because it's time to take those next steps forward. Big message. All right, crossroads, right? Decision time. Let's do a 9-card spread, guys. We're going to see what needs to come through for the weekend energies. And then we'll pull some advice cards at the end. Page of Wands. Temperance reversed. Page of Swords. Knight of Cups in reversed. 8 of Wands in reversed. Wise Counsel in reversed. Justice. I was waiting for that to come out. 9 of Swords. 6 of Pentacles. Double whammy for justice. Oh my gosh, what's on the bottom of the deck? Queen of Cups. We cannot be so loving and compassionate that we choose to self-sacrifice. Where have you been self-sacrificing? Many of us have been receiving the intuitive psychic insights that we need to move forward. We cannot care for others if we're not willing to take care of ourselves first. So where do you need to trust in your intuition? Somebody's intuition is screaming, hey, these family, these friends you're connected with, they don't really love you back. It's time to cover up that cup. Stop giving love to people that don't give it back, because it will drain you. So in the past, I feel there was an opportunity for something new. A brand new opportunity, right? Pages, fresh new energy. In the past, there was an opportunity for a fresh start, a creative fresh start, an enthusiastic start, a new opportunity. And something went awry, is what I'm feeling. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius, doesn't have to be. But I feel 2 people no longer working together. A lack of self-control, a lack of compromise. Nothing is working out, and I think it's time to get honest. Where do you need to use your logic? Shift your perspective. Somebody's been regaining some insights here, and I think there's going to be some blunt communication, some blunt, challenging communication, some challenging information received about an unrequited love situation here. The Knight of Cups reversed is a smiling liar. He comes in with a cup of love, but really he's feeding you a cup of bullshit. What is in that cup? Ask yourself, what is in that cup? Yeah, he comes in flirtatious. He comes in romantic. He comes in sweeping you off of your feet with a sudden love affair, but there's no balance. There's really no love there. And I feel maybe this led to some blocked communication, or is going to lead to some blocked communication, because this is not divinely guided. It is not meant for you. It is not going to lead to a higher level of commitment. Somebody here has not listened to their intuition, has been ignoring the inner calling, and there's going to be a karmic rebalancing. Something here was very unjust, very unfair, and I feel it really is time to stand up for what it is that you believe in. I feel in this Justice card, there is no sword of truth. He's not holding a sword of truth. There's actually swords on the throne. 2 swords, actually. So I feel there's some blocks about to be removed. And look at the scale. It's kind of just floating there up in the air. And somebody, I feel, is going through a heart chakra activation. And they've been playing into fear. Oh, God, are they ever afraid of having to maybe correct some past mistakes where maybe they were given to more than one? The 6 of Pentacles for me is something here was very imbalanced. Somebody, I think, had many options. And now they want to come back begging for a second chance. You can only win in life when you come from a place of integrity. We don't win when we come from a place of being a smiling liar, trying to play into an illusion with somebody. I feel there was like a very addictive quality to a relationship here. Somebody didn't use their logic, and now this self-fulfilling prophecy is playing out. There's a lot being caused in the energy, creating stress, creating negative opportunities. There's going to be an unexpected shakeup to get rid of a smiling liar. And on the bottom of the deck, we got a Queen of Cups. I see a feminine here who has wasted a lot of time, I think, waiting on somebody to apologize for not valuing her. I think release the need to receive an apology that may never come. I don't think this is the time for action. I do feel somebody really has had to go into some heart healing when it comes to somebody not valuing her. And there is a Queen of Cups here about to step into a beautiful new emotional experience. A brand new loving experience after holding on for a very long time to somebody that never valued her. And so get ready for things to move along very quickly. You could be dealing with a Taurus, a Libra, a Sag, water. We got water here. But the time is now for a fresh new start. So the only one that keeps this new start delayed is you when you keep your foot stuck in the wheel. And so if you want positive change in your life, then you're going to have to take positive action. So I want to know more about this smiling liar. Transformation. Renewal reversed. 8 of Cups reversed. Oh my gosh. Well, this smiling liar is getting a wake-up call. They're going through a significant life experience that's going to require them to remove the mask. They're going to have to come in and correct some past mistakes. They're going to have to come back from something that they walked away from, even though it's looking a little bit hopeless when it comes to a reconciliation. I think get ready to have a conversation, a compassionate conversation. Somebody wants to come in and seek that forgiveness. I think now they've got the clarity, what it is that they need to do in their heart of hearts. A powerful and unexpected revelation, and somebody's going to have to come back from something that they walked away from. I think they went in a direction thinking they were going to get more from another experience. They were not ready for this spiritual quest. They were not ready to make these big life changes, but I feel some forced transformation. Somebody here is really getting some very harsh karma. Karmic judgment for their lack of compassion, their lack of integrity, their lack of truth. I feel somebody's wandering aimlessly. Yeah, and they're getting some karma for some third-party energy. That's that smiling liar, right? And so this could be the cancellation of an engagement. I think there's likely going to be a lot of drama, a lot of conflict, a lot of gossip surrounding a connection that is falling apart. I think, you know, some friends are choosing to gossip about a situation that has recently come to a dead stop. This could be an accident, an emotional outburst. There's no success in this smiling liar's life. And they're definitely going through an ego battle when it comes to bringing forward an apology. And let me just tell you, a narcissist will never, ever, ever apologize to you. So don't hold your breath if you're dealing with a narcissist. They will never, ever apologize. Because all they care about is choices that will make them happy, not somebody else. So let's take a look at the Hierophant in reversed. Knight of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody made a very unwise choice. Oh my God. And there's that Emperor in reversed. Didn't use their logic. Weren't very organized. They were not taking charge of a situation. They didn't want to. They didn't want to take charge, and now somebody, I feel, is facing some very harsh karma. They were not loyal, not dedicated, and now they want to come in dedicated and loyal. Now they want to come in from out of the cold. I think somebody here blocked communication, left somebody hanging in the wings, and somebody's waited a very long time for an apology to come, maybe up to even, 5 years for this apology. I really don't like stories like these, guys. I'm so sick of these stories, but I do feel there's a foundation crumbling, and it will lead to a clean slate, and it might even require total financial ruin for that clean slate. But somebody didn't plan before taking action and taking a leap of faith, and now I think they're paying the piper. It will lead to a brand new beginning, but somebody's going to have to come in with something tangible. There's a masculine here struggling with bringing forward an apology. Like I said, Emperor reversed is a narcissist. There's a masculine here really struggling with taking accountability for something that they've created. They're struggling sending an apology, an offer, an invitation when it comes to a new emotional experience. Because this Queen of Cups, I think she was divinely ordained for somebody, and she was a life partner. They resonate at the same soul frequency, and this feminine was not valued. Yeah, somebody made a choice in lovers, and they went towards something toxic. They made a deal with the devil. So let's take a look at this injustice. 3 of Wands reversed, 3 of Swords reversed, 8 of Swords. Somebody's been all trapped up in their head about this injustice. They've not wanted to go into feeling the great sadness and the ending of walking away from somebody that was divinely ordained for them. They've not wanted to look at the fact that they were not there for this person in her time of need. They abandoned this person in her time of need. And it's time to heal this past misunderstanding. Somebody's been all trapped up in their head, creating, this energy of lacking self-confidence, creating an illusion of feeling helpless, not willing to take responsibility, afraid, playing into fear about taking action. And the time is now. This person did not plan. They were not being honest, and now they're being forced to take action to heal a misunderstanding. And I feel somebody's been all up in their head because they don't want to go into the heart and feel this great sadness. So let's see what's being rebalanced here. 9 of Wands, King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. So I kind of feel, yeah, somebody I feel had a vision, and they went towards maybe somebody that had a lot of money. 2 people, definitely not a match here. And definitely learning something about a core wound, the wounded healer, Chiron. They've been protecting something materialistic that they have built. I feel a feminine here that's walking away with all of the material aspects, and we have a masculine here that's getting ready to come forward and take action. Look at that, very unwise choice. Looks great on the outside, but everything's going to shit on the inside. It was an illusion. There's no contentment. This is not my happily ever after. Somebody just wanted a practical relationship, a materialistic relationship, did not take a sensible approach here. They've not kept their eyes on the big picture, their eye on the prize. And I feel somebody is being spotlighted when it comes to needing to release a very conflicting, dramatic situation. Is it worth it? Was it worth it? Because I think somebody here is going through an awakening. Getting a major wake-up call, seeing things in a whole new light, and about to shift their perspective. Charitable actions is what I heard. That's that 6 of Pentacles. Charitable actions. Get ready to receive. Get ready. Somebody here has put a whole lot of good out there, and they've been waiting for their blessings. And the good that you do does come back tenfold. So I think somebody's getting ready to pay off some karmic debt, guys. And that's kind of what I got. So let's see what else needs to come through for a message. What was I going to grab for the messages? Oh my gosh, I don't even know now. Oh dear. Let's get some self-care messages. Let's get one last message for the collective, guys. We'll see what needs to come through. Ooh. The perfect old man looked after himself before looking to help others. Look at that, though. That's what the Emperor in reverse does. They only think about themselves before thinking about others. And so I feel the sun is setting on something. Something is being reflected back to this masculine when it comes to self-respect. They've not made good choices. They've not acted in harmony with their most authentic self and their heart. And respect needs to be earned. And so I feel a masculine about to burn out, feeling very demoralized, very exhausted, and a need to restore himself and withdraw for the sake of everybody he's connected with. Solitude is the only place where chaos can rest, because I feel a masculine awakening to what he was supposed to be faithful to, that he did not choose. So I think, you know, the more you do and see and feel, the more you are able to reach a genuine place of appreciation for the fundamental changes that are taking place in your life. Understanding what true companionship means. So I think get ready to reflect on the ways in which you have to open up your heart and your eyes to see things in its most clear truth. We cannot keep avoiding. Get ready to stop avoiding, because somebody here has to come forward and seek forgiveness, and they are capable of it. But they're going to have to, you know, lay down that ego for a little bit if they want to experience more joy in their life. So what is it that you haven't considered yet? In what ways can you open up your heart? Because I think somebody's coming unwound, and they don't have time for any more drama, and they just want to do what they love. So that's kind of what I got, guys. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, I do encourage you to check out that description box below, guys. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.